Pink Panther, are you ready to listen to the story today?
Yes, please.
What we're going through today is about the tempest. A tempest at sea. A tempest raged at the sea. Thunder and lightning rent the skies, and a mighty wind tossed the waves high up into the heavens. A ship had the misfortune of being caught in this tempest. On the ship, struggling with the wild waves that threatened to swallow it up, was Antonio, the Duke of Milan, Alonso, King of Naples, Sebastian, his brother Ferdinand, his son, Gonzalo, an honest old counselor, and a few men who steered the ship. From an islands in the sea, Prospero and his daughter Miranda was this battle between man and nature. The gentle Miranda hoped the ship would survive as she stood watching the angry sea. She feared for the seafarers. If by your art of magic, my dearest father, you have raised this storm, said Miranda to Prospero, then calm the waters and put an end to their misery. I have suffered with those that I so suffer. The cry knocked against my heart. If I had the power, I would sink the sea beneath the earth. Do not be alarmed, Miranda, comforted her father. There is no harm done. No one on the ship is hurt. What I have done with you in mind. Seeing Miranda's expression, Prospero asked her, does all this puzzle you? Well, it's time I told you more. Before we came to this desert islands 12 years ago, when you were not even 3, I was the Duke of Milan and you were my only heir. How did we get to these islands then? Asked the puzzled Miranda. Miranda, it's a long story. I love the liberal arts, and in them I had no equal in our land. I also read extensively about magic. I spent all my time buried among my books. I preferred this to governing my state. Perhaps that was where my fault lay. I entrusted these duties to my younger brother Antonio, whom I love next to you. Managing my state gave him a feeling of power. He loved that feeling, but soon it turned his head. He started getting ambitious. He wanted to be the Duke of Milan. As his ambitions grew, he convinced himself that I was incapable of governing my land. So he conspired with my enemy, the King of Naples, to get rid of me, and promised to pay homage to him. The King of Naples was only too eager to rob me of my dukedom, and so, at the dead of night, his ministers hurried us out of the state. But if he hated us so much, why did he not destroy us? Asked Miranda. He dared not, said Prospero, because the people loved me dearly and would have revolted if he destroyed us. So the ministers put us aboard the ship, and when we were some distance out at sea, they moved us into a small rotting boat and left us to perish. Miranda was troubled when she heard all this. She also realized that her father had been taking care of her single-handedly right from the time she was a small child. Alas, what trouble I must have been, said Miranda. Oh, you were an angel who preserved me, said Prospero. Your smile raised my spirits. Gonzalo, one of the people appointed to get rid of us, was a nobleman. He felt sorry for me, and he so secretly placed in the boat water, food, and clothing, and some of the books from library, which I loved dearly. After battling the waves, we finally managed to reach this island safely, and since then we have been here. My chief delight all this time has been to teach you. Now tell me, said Miranda, the reason for raising this storm. By accident most strange, said her father. My enemies, the King of Naples, his son, and my cruel brother have been brought to this shore.